In the course of a session I was doing last week, someone asked a really insightful question, possibly the most insightful question that I've ever come across, and it was simply this. If we know the things that we really should be doing, how come we rarely end up doing them? The question arose in the context of a conference on marketing and business development for accountants of all people. Now I smile, and I'm entitled to smile because I am an accountant, but we'll park that to one side. In relation to the things accountants should be doing to develop their business rather than just continue to service their existing clients. I mean, in any business, if you continue to do that, sooner or later your clients will pass away and you'll be left with no business. We have to keep continually developing our business. But very often the things that we need to do to take a step forward in business or in life require us to do things that we're not comfortable doing, require us to change. So the question is a very good question. How come, if there are things we know we should be doing, how come we don't actually do them? Just simply do them. Various possibilities were mentioned. Maybe we're lazy, maybe we fear change, and certainly we do. Maybe we lack self-confidence, maybe we think that's not the kind of person that I actually am. But unfortunately the answer is far simpler and straighter to the point than any of those excuses, because excuses is all they are. The answer to the question is simply this. We don't simply do the things that we know we need to do because of what's going on between our two ears. We are actually hardwired to fear change, even if it's little change, and even if we know that little change would be really, really good for us. We simply cannot do anything about it. It takes major commitment, major discipline, major motivation, and actually a bloody big vision. Now, most people don't have that whole list of ingredients, so something simpler has to cut to the core of this particular psychological problem that we all have, and it is simply this. You need to rewire your hard wiring. I came across a piece of research recently that said intensive meditation brings about mindfulness, and mindfulness brings about results. There you have your answer. Intensive meditation. I used to skirt around the use of the word meditation because people have all kinds of preconceived notions about meditation. As I mentioned to this group last week, one client said to me a number of years ago, I couldn't meditate, I'm a Catholic. And whilst the group chuckled, I mentioned to them that I had come across a news story on the BBC a couple of weeks ago where a Church of England vicar had banned yoga from the parish hall because it is a Hindu practice. We haven't really opened our minds and embraced the possibilities that life has on offer for us, have we? Anyway, that's an aside. The key point I'm making, and I'll repeat it again, is that intensive meditation brings about mindfulness, and mindfulness brings about results.